Tellor, also known as TRB, is one of the most interesting and most overlooked altcoins in the crypto market right now. While many investors are focused only on hype coins and short-term pumps, smart traders are quietly watching projects like Tellor because of one simple reason. TRB is currently sitting at one of the strongest support zones across multiple timeframes. Yes, not only on the daily chart, but also on the weekly and even the monthly chart, Tellor is showing signs of a major long-term accumulation opportunity. And in today's video, I want to break down exactly why TRB could be entering a very important phase, why this could be the right time to accumulate, and what kind of potential reward could come over the next 6 to 12 months if the market turns bullish again. But as always, remember, crypto is highly risky and extremely volatile, so never invest blindly, and always consult with your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now first, let's understand what Tellor actually is, because TRB is not a meme coin. Tellor is a decentralized oracle project. In simple words, oracles are the bridge between blockchain and real-world data. Smart contracts cannot access outside information by themselves, so they need oracles to bring in data like price feeds, market values, and external events. Tellor plays a role in providing secure and decentralized data feeds for DeFi platforms and blockchain applications. This is an important sector because oracles are a key part of Web3 infrastructure. Without oracles, many decentralized applications cannot function properly. So TRB has real utility, real purpose, and long-term relevance in the crypto ecosystem. Now let's shift into the technical side, because what makes TRB extremely interesting right now is its current chart positioning. Starting with the weekly chart, TRB is sitting at a historically powerful support zone. This is the type of level where buyers have stepped in multiple times in the past. When a token reaches the same weekly support area again and again, it often becomes a long-term demand zone. This is where accumulation happens. The weekly chart shows that TRB has already gone through a major correction phase, and the selling pressure that dominated the downtrend is now weakening. Instead of continuous breakdown, price is stabilizing. And stabilization at weekly support is one of the strongest signals that the market could be preparing for the next move upward. Smart money does not buy when everyone is euphoric. Smart money buys when price is sitting on support and fear is high. Now let's zoom out even further into the monthly chart, because the monthly time frame reveals the bigger macro picture. On the monthly chart, Tellor is also holding a major structural support. This is extremely important. Monthly support zones are not small trading levels. They represent long-term cycle floors. When a token is holding monthly support, it often means that downside risk becomes limited compared to upside potential. Monthly accumulation zones are where the biggest bull market rallies begin, and TRB right now is sitting in that exact type of zone. The monthly candles are showing stabilization rather than collapse, which suggests the token is building a base for the next cycle. This is why many long-term investors start paying attention when price reaches such levels. Now moving into the daily chart, we can see even more confirmation. On the daily time frame, TRB is also respecting strong support and forming a consolidation range. Daily support is important because it shows short-term buyers defending the level, while weekly and monthly support show long-term investors accumulating. When all three timeframes align, daily, weekly, and monthly, it becomes a very powerful setup. These are the moments in crypto markets where patience can create huge rewards. Because when support is strong across all timeframes, the probability of a reversal increases significantly, especially if the broader market turns bullish. Now the big question is, what could happen next for TRB? In my opinion, this is the type of token that could reward holders over the next 6 to 12 months. If you accumulate during support and hold through the next market expansion, TRB could deliver strong returns. Crypto markets move in cycles, and altcoins often explode after long accumulation phases. Tellor has already shown in the past that it can move aggressively when momentum returns. And because TRB has a relatively smaller supply compared to many large-cap coins, price can move quickly when demand increases. If Bitcoin enters a strong bullish phase and altcoin season returns, tokens like TRB could outperform heavily from these bottom zones. However, it is extremely important to understand the risks. Tellor is still a volatile crypto asset. TRB can move up fast, but it can also drop quickly. This is why risk management is necessary. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Always use proper position sizing. And most importantly, always do your own research. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is risky, speculative, and unpredictable, so it is always best to consult with a professional financial advisor before making any investment decision. Now let's talk about why accumulation phases matter so much. The biggest profits in crypto are not made when the market is already pumping. The biggest money is made when projects are undervalued, sitting at strong support, and nobody is paying attention. That is where early positioning happens. TRB right now is not in hype mode. It is not trending like meme coins. It is quietly building a base. And history shows that the best opportunities often come from silence before the storm. So the conclusion is simple. Tellor TRB is currently sitting on one of the strongest support zones across daily, weekly, and monthly charts. This could be a major accumulation region for investors looking for a 6 to 12-month holding opportunity. The upside potential in the next cycle could be significant, especially if the overall market turns bullish. But always remember, crypto is volatile, risky, and requires patience, discipline, and proper financial planning. Now I want to ask you, do you think TRB will be one of the surprise performers of the next bull run, or will it remain an underrated project? Comment your thoughts below because I read every single one. And if you want more long-term accumulation zone analysis and crypto market predictions, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next bull cycle will reward the patient, and Tellor could be one of those hidden gems that surprises everyone.